Isis is one of the greatest goddesses of the entire ancient Egyptian pantheon. She embodies motherhood, magic, loyalty, healing, and the power of female love that overcomes even death. Her story is a story of struggle, devotion, wisdom, and strength. She was the mother of Horus, the wife of Osiris, the sorceress who knew the real name Ra, and the keeper of life. Her cult survived Egypt, covered Greece, Rome, and later even penetrated into Christian iconography. Isis comes from the generation of older gods. She was the daughter of the sky goddess Nut and the earth god Geb. Her brothers were Osiris and Seth, and her sister was Nephthys. Isis later became Osiris's wife. Most of Egypt's main myths, tragedy, struggle, resurrection, and new life, are embedded in this divine family. Osiris was a wise ruler who taught people agriculture, morality, and civilization. But his brother Seth, the god of chaos, was jealous and longed for power. He killed Osiris, cut his body into 14 pieces, and scattered it throughout Egypt. Isis, broken by grief, did not give up. She began a journey across the Nile, looking for every part of her lover's body. Together with her sister Nephthys, she found almost everything except the phallus, which, according to legend, was swallowed by a fish. With her magical powers, Isis was able to restore Osiris's body. She created the phallus through magic and resurrected Osiris for a short time. At this mystical moment, she conceived a child, Gora. This act symbolizes the victory of love over death, and it is Isis who becomes the central figure of this revival. After his birth, Mount Isis hid in the Nile Delta to raise him safely. Seth learned about the birth of the child and wanted to destroy it because Horus could become a threat to his power. Isis lived in swamps, fed Horus, treated, protected, and taught magic. As he grew up, she supported him in fighting Seth until Gora won, restoring justice and reuniting order in the world. Isis is not just a mother and a widow, but also a powerful sorceress. One of the most impressive myths about her power is a story with a poisonous snake and the secret name Ra. When Ra became old, saliva began to flow from his mouth. Isis, using this saliva and earth, created a poisonous snake that bit Ra himself. No one could cure him, for only he who knew his real name had the power to do so. Isis agreed to help, but only if Ra revealed her secret name to her. He hesitated for a long time, but in the end, her cult covered the entire territory of Egypt, but the temples in Philae, Dendera, and Abydos were especially important. The especially famous temple of Isis on the island of Philae is a real center of her worship. Even after the arrival of Christianity, women came there for a long time to pray for children, healing, and support. Her cult was not just popular, it was national. People turned to Isis in diseases, during pregnancy, during times of loss. She was there for everyone, and that made her the most beloved of the gods. It is known that even the pharaohs asked for her blessing. There were special rites in which participants went through symbolic death and rebirth, experiencing the path of Osiris with the support of Isis. Its influence was not limited to Egypt. In Greece, she was identified with Demeter, Aphrodite, Hecate. In the Roman Empire, she became one of the main goddesses. Temples of Isis were built in Italy, Spain, Gaul, and Britain. Her image was so strong that her name continued to be revered, even after the prohibition of paganism. Roman emperors even dedicated coins and statues to her. It is especially interesting how her image penetrated into Christian culture. Images of Isis nursing the infant Horus became the basis for icons of the Virgin and Jesus. The idea of an all-blessed mother protecting and healing migrated to a new religion. Although with new names, the essence remained unchanged: female image of love, strength, and sacrifice. The symbolism of Isis is very deep. She is the goddess of fertility, at the same time death and life, magic and healing, sun and moon. She is both the guardian of the family hearth and a warrior for justice. Her magic is not dark magic, but the magic of life, harmony, recovery, and memory. The appeal to Isis was not only ritualistic. Hymns were sung to her, prayers were written, gifts were left. The lyrics said, "Isis hearing the prayers of the poor, Isis healing ailments, Isis raising the dead when everyone else can't." Her blessing was considered a guarantee of protection from evil, even after death. Her role in the afterlife was of particular importance. Together with Osiris, she helped the souls of the dead pass the test, stood near Libra Mat, where the human heart weighed. Isis was a symbol of hope that even after death there is an extension, there is light. The cult of Isis lasted the longest of all Egyptian cults. Her temple in Philae was closed only in the 6th century AD, during the time